Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our webinar series. Today, we're covering a very interesting topic, but from a new, different angle. Let me start by this quote. It's not the strongest of the species that survive, nor the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change. Banks and fintechs and consumers have been riding the digital transformation wave for a few years now. But almost 2 years ago, this wave started turning into a tidal wave with the COVID-19 global pandemic crisis. Everyone suddenly realized that going digital is not just a trendy choice, but rather a survival mechanism. Consumers were forced to change their behavior and expectations and actually started looking for service providers who are able to meet those expectations. We have seen this change in behavior ourselves in Doha Bank. 85% of all financial transactions are now conducted by our customers through our digital channels, and 95% of money transfers are now conducted over our mobile and internet banking services. Many industries realized that they need to quickly change their business model. Failing to change and adapt meant failing to survive. This is where successful and innovative fintechs and startups started to thrive. Being agile and small gave them the ability to maneuver and deliver their innovative solutions fast. Doha Bank have always been a strong advocate for collaborating through partnerships and fintechs, in addition to supporting startups. This strategy has proven to be the right approach over the years. Today, we have a very interesting guest list to discuss the changing dynamics and business models in the market. All the guests, I'm proud to say that all the guests are Doha Bank's business partners. They are very successful leaders who have excelled in Qatar's digital ecosystem. We have Mr. Hamad Al-Hajri, co-founder and CEO of Snoonu, Mr. Fahd Al-Naimi, founder of Mazad Qatar and Siyana.com, Mr. Ahmed Isa, co-founder of Paywise, and Mr. Eli Nasser, co-founder of Foo. But let me first start by introducing our keynote speaker and Doha Bank's CEO. Dr. Sitaraman is a prominent personality in the banking industry throughout the Middle East. He's achieved remarkable success for his contributions in banking, trade, economics, environments, and social responsibilities. Dr. Sita, over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear Sharif. Brilliant summary, but very generous introduction on me. Thank you very much, fellow panelists. What a wonderful combination of fine entrepreneurship, fintech, plus e-commerce expertise from your side is going to enlighten the audience. We live in a changing world. Extraordinary set of changes and challenges we are facing. The world is in the crossroads. Last 15 months, we have seen the pace at which digital acceleration is getting redefined. The consequential impact in terms of the overall pandemic is wild. It has got wider implication in terms of economic risk and governance. We have seen the implications in terms of environmental risk and governance. Human risk and governance, what a tragedy. We lost over 3 million people. And we have still reasons to believe the crisis is not over. And it's still shaking the overall environmental as well as the economic consequential impact. Human impact is atrocious, but humanity has come into prospects. Our focus now is on long-term success of humanity. And that's what everyone is engaged in. We also have to understand it's not only economics, environment, human. We have to necessarily build our collaborations to make sure we create a new generation in terms of people, in terms of business, to make sure we minimize the impact and create a successful and sustainable transition to our future generation. That's the way we are all. It is wise leadership and governance in Qatar itself has stepped up the proactive sovereign support in every single occasions, whether it is financial crisis in 2007 or 8, the public-private partnership was pronounced, the financial institutions, and the witness to it. We were building that momentum to make sure business continuity is not at stake. Its liquidity was at stake, but not the solvency. And again, when it comes to the changing phase of the blockade, we are much more self-reliant in 2017. We ourselves was impacted with 2 conspicuous operations in Dubai and Abu Dhabi. Now we are fully self-sufficient in terms of food security and whatnot. And we have seen the reflection today. Qatar's political progression, social progression, and the economic progression has been converging as second to none. A country of great substance and substantive compliance. Globally, the monetary policy and fiscal policy has been redefined ever since this crisis was spelled out. Qatar is, again, have pronounced 75 billion Qatar riyal, $20.5 billion equivalent. We want to make sure disaster recovery is fully in place. The liquidity is not moving into solvency issues. Business continuity is not endangered. We weigh the installments, we weigh the interest. Small and medium-sized entrepreneurs, with the support of the government, again, through Qatar Development Bank, the joint risk participation to support their rentals, wage protections, and customs and whatnot. Business is safe. The global economy is still oscillating under extraordinary turbulence. The global growth last year was a contraction. Again, when we thought we found a vaccine, we are going to fix it, we are going to make sure global recovery is on from the beginning of this year. The prediction which was made in October in International Monetary Fund, where I was a party to it in virtual terms, we lost it. The predictions are no more valid. In January, again, we revised it. It didn't happen. Global trade or global investments, global finance or global banking was set to all sort of unpredictable momentum. In the spring meeting, as good as last month, again, we reforecasted that the new mutants, second wave, third wave, are all impacting developed and developing world. We are seeing extraordinary set of turbulence once again. Now, the positive side of the story is also worth mentioning. It's all not negative. Sharif has mentioned ability to change. That's precisely with the changing phase of the world, human beings have got ability to adopt themselves and amend their attitude to make sure we change with the changing times. That's what we have shown. That's the character we have shown. That's the reflection we have learned. We're going to make sure we eliminate extreme poverty. We're going to make sure we bring in gender equality. We will ensure global warming and climate change are not ordinary issues. They are extraordinary. Rising sea levels, increasing temperature, animal extinction, name it. They're all not ordinary issues. We have to put to rest. And we have seen carbon neutral society is getting created. Qatar itself is a party to the signature of net zero emissions, where we have a clear commitment to produce environment and energy efficient natural gas. We have reasons to believe the world at large has principally a line between monetary and fiscal. And we have indications now, even now, the interest rates, low interest rate scene will continue. Qatar government has postponed the installments and interest waiver again. The postponement has taken place for up to September. It remains to be seen when we unplug what sort of consequential impact. Now, mind you, our GDP is going to go incrementally this year. Our hydrocarbon growth is going to be highly productive. Look at the wisdom last year when the crisis was visibly shaking. I mentioned about blockade. But we also have to admire the hydrocarbon regeneration from 77 million metric ton to 125 at a first phase, North Field East, and again, North Field South, 127. So we're going to scale up, which is equivalent to 1.4 million barrels of oil. That's, again, revenue generation is sustainable. Our growth will not be less than 3%. Our inflation is moderated. Our GDP will be in the range of $170 billion. Our oil price, what we have taken for fiscal terms, is $40. Look at the price now. It's about 60. First 3 months was 61.25 per barrel. Now we are going to produce a sustainable economics in terms of current account as well as fiscal. No question. Now, when it comes to the rest of the alignment, how are we performing? Now, we have improved the competitive offerings in terms of free zones. Real estate regulations have been redefined. Public-private partnership has been pronounced. Expatriates can step in to buy the leasehold or freehold, depending upon the investment profile. You are also entitled to healthcare and education. We are also taking steps to improve the overall business environment. And Fintech plays a big role, significant role. Every country across the globe, over 50 trillion has been pumped in global terms, global growth when it was at stake. Monetary policy was eased, interest rate was cut down, liquidity was pumped. So these are structured norms by which technocrats like me look at options to see how best we can come to terms. But convergence of technology in every form of industry, every focused business model is getting redefined. That's what principle-centered values we have to understand. With this perspective in mind, we have to redefine the business model. I'm going to showcase the importance of these changes. I'm not going to dwell more on economics. Now, the world is changing. We need to build this partnership, collaboration between, again, G2B, B2B, B2C, name it. I swear, today's session is going to be mind-boggling. With the expertise we have from Mr. Hamad, co-founder and CEO of Sunu, with Mr. Fahad joining as well, Muzad, Qatar, Siana.com, with Ahmad Izzat, again, co-founder of Dipsy, with my team. We have Eli Nasser, also the party to our digital pay wallets. So we are all going to enlighten you as a common man, or those who are watching on the web, my relationship and my prospects, to understand how you should redefine your game, how exactly you should play to your potential. How do we maximize your advantage? And that's what exactly the focus is all about. Let me run through some of the clips which are worth mentioning here. Now, global economies, I mentioned, the global growth is said to be around 6%, and advanced economies are going to perform around 5.1%. Emerging and developing economies should be doing around 6.7%. The global inflation is at stake, but America is well organized with the new administration. Vaccination has been at rapid pace. It's recovering. The rest of the world is coming to terms. Having said that, now the emerging markets are under stress. Countries like India, who is said to be projected a growth of not less than 12%. That is 12% possibility. Now it may come to 9 or 10% maximum. So we have regression as well as progressions in multiple forms and substance. We have to understand this is all on account of the opportunities we have in terms of fourth industrial revolution. When it comes to industrial revolution, it is not the challenges alone. The trend, the fourth industrial revolution is setting you in terms of digital disruption is an opportunity. The GCC is an opportunity. The big data analytics is an opportunity. Open banking, if it is a financial service, or sustainability is an opportunity. We have Fintech is an opportunity. The future of work is a better opportunity to have improvement in your work-life balance. What an opportunity. Quality time with your family at the same time, you're efficient, productive, positive in building this alignment, and make sure you have quality life as well. At the same time, threats are also real. Cybersecurity plays a very important role. and we have to get ready for this challenge. If cotton spinning and locomotive was the first industrial revolution, that's it. Second revolution was confined to electricity and mass assembly. A third revolution you had in terms of PCs and mainframe computers. The fourth one is cyber and physical. So that's what we are in. The enormity and the scale at which we are going to improve the state of the world, is going to be the opportunity. So we have to look at the positivity of it. We have to look at the digital disruptions. The digital disruptions is not confined to a single opportunity. That is a bigger opportunity in substance. Why? We understand we have industries are getting redefined, health is getting reimagined, your future of work is changing, your future is smart, everything is smart, and you have a resourceful planet. We are identifying, we stay connected, interconnected, interdependent to a large extent. That's beauty. And the behavioral revolution, everything is getting changed. The way we do the business is getting redefined. Urban economics is changing. Rural economics is changing. Urban walls are created. Everything becomes not location-centric, it's information-centric. Empowering the customers, ensuring he is there to say what he wants. Every individual, freedom is a controlled desire. It's not uncontrolled. That's what is happening in terms of human development. Is it not positive? Is it not? That's what the digital disruption is all about. Disruption, redefining industries. Health is getting transformed. You have robotics to substitute some of the repetitive work. So your quality of life changes. Quality of workmanship changes. Artificial intelligence, it's a fire. That's the additional advantage. Urbanization and making sure automation and globalization affect your work. Behavioral economics, climate change, I mentioned to you, is very, very important. If we have to protect our children and grandchildren, they have to be better off than us. And that's an opportunity again. Empowering customers at personal level, I mentioned this. So how do we navigate? Watch this. That's it. Let us transform the world. You be a party to it. You transform your personal lifestyle, professional pattern, and make sure we change first, and we change the rest of the world. And that's an opportunity, whether fintech or Internet of Things, whether artificial intelligence or robotic process automations, blockchain, 3D printing, name it. It's all there. And that's what we are going to focus.
But what exactly does it mean? Well, a lot of things actually. You see, digital transformation is a broad, catch-all term, encompassing just about any initiative to use digital technology to improve business processes and activities to better meet the needs of today's consumers and hopefully the bottom line. What that entails depends upon the organization. For example, a financial institution may want to use machine learning to detect and predict fraudulent transactions. Or an e-commerce retailer might want to find new and innovative ways to serve personalized recommendations and respond to customer inquiries. The series of organizational changes they undertake to arrive at those end goals would both be defined as digital transformation. But keep in mind, the changes undertaken at the financial institution and the e-commerce retailer will vary considerably. They'll have to evaluate their own digital maturity and reconfigure the unique established processes and procedures at their own organizations with their own end goals in mind. For a more digitally mature business, that could be a relatively straightforward process. For another, it could mean a radical shift in organizational thinking.
That's it. You have to have a radical shift in your thinking. That's what the message is all about. In the banking side, we are witnessing open banking, application programming interface. Now, that's...
Technology has always had its eye on retail. And from its earliest inventions, retail embraced it. Cash registers, barcodes, infomercials, online shopping. And as technology grew, retail felt pressure to innovate. Because to do nothing is to watch your competitor do something. Smart beacons, magic mirrors, digital shelves, checkout-less stores. Technology became so present, we gave it a name. The Internet of Things. Like this, and this. But as technology got better, retail data got bigger. Footfall, dwell time, blended shopping, you might also like. And to understand big data, retail needed machines that learn, machines that can interact with customers, online, in person, understand their needs and emotions. Technology has become inseparable from retail. But tech doesn't drive innovation. Innovation is driven by insight. Insight into how to leverage data, create a better customer experience, automate processes, increase employee effectiveness, drive loyalty, create sustained growth. Because with Insight, technology holds so much potential. At Insight, we help retailers create connected experiences, solutions born from rich, data-driven insights that harness the latest technology, so our clients can transform quicker and succeed where others fall behind.
That's the change. Sharif has mentioned about the digital acceleration. It's an exponential graph. And that is what exactly excitement is all about. Customer is empowered. Transaction-based processing are all going digital, omni-channels. We're witnessing it. And it's cost-effective. Technology is driving the cost reduction as well. So mind you, these solutions are a great opportunity for us to have a good equation with the relationship. And the more you digitize, the more you're going to be profitable. The more you put the transactions on omni-channel, the more accurate you are in terms of service standards. So it's not a price, it's not the product, it is the service. And the differentiation comes in personalization. That's what the customization is all about. That's not product packaging. It's not location-centric, it's information-centric, as I said to you. So plenty of digital platforms are providing you that. Let's look at the platforms.
Many markets rest on a platform. These platforms, such as smartphone operating systems or music streaming services, connect customers to a wide range of complementary products like apps or songs. A great ecosystem of complements attracts more customers. So even though some complements in the ecosystem are competing against each other, they also need each other. Traditionally, production is organized through hierarchies or markets. A platform ecosystem is a hybrid organizational form that is neither market nor hierarchy. Platforms and complements agree to co-specialization or exclusivity contracts. These agreements bind the parties into stickier, longer-term relationships than regular market contracts, and the platform coordinates and governs the overall ecosystem.
That's what it is. So it's not only the retail, it's the platforms which are the enabler, whether it's wholesale or retail, treasury or investments, or even international financial service is going through extraordinary set of transformation through digital disruptions and navigating the digital disruptions. Now, we need to understand Internet of Things is not simply Internet. It is in every walk of your usage of digital. 50 billion has been floating today in terms of the gadgets. It can be mobile, it can be Internet, it could be anything. Let's look at what are the various tools available.
The internet isn't just about computers anymore. Now, all kinds of everyday objects can connect to the internet, including cars, thermostats, sporting equipment, refrigerators, and even shoes. This is known as the Internet of Things. Now, you may be wondering, why would shoes need to connect to the internet? Well, the shoes can collect data, like how many steps you take, which can be viewed from another internet-connected device like a smartphone. All the metrics collected by the shoes can be analyzed to tell you how many calories you've burned, give you personalized fitness advice, and much more. But the Internet of Things isn't limited to consumer products. There are city trash cans that send alerts when they need to be emptied, sensors on bridges that check for stress or damage to its structure, and many more examples extending to healthcare, manufacturing, and agriculture, among others. Unfortunately, there are also new security concerns. For example, if you have internet-connected locks, a hacker might be able to unlock your front door remotely. And there's the issue of privacy. All of these devices are collecting large amounts of data that can capture your actions and location throughout the day. Often, we don't exactly know all that is being collected or how this information is being used. The Internet of Things is going to grow exponentially over the next few years, bringing with it new benefits and challenges.
Absolutely. It's benefits, the opportunities. Now, it means monetizing your data. And that's what it is. Monetization of the data is your success or failure. If you monetize it productively, predictable intelligence you draw from it, you change your solutions, not the products, solutions, and customize it. And that's what we're going to see in retail, wholesale, everywhere. Let's look at what's happening in retail. Big data.
Connecting user data from the intelligent edge to the core data center can have some big effects on a retail environment. Here's how it works with Hewlett-Packard Enterprise. At the edge, as customers enter your store, their smartphones connect to your store's app. In-store sensors track all customer activities as they move around the store and select merchandise. Back at the core, customer profiles and corresponding sensor data are analyzed. Personalized location-based sales promotions are automatically pushed to each customer while they shop, as well as real-time recommendations based on customer profiles and helpful navigation of the store for items on a preloaded shopping list. Checkout is as simple as walking out the door. An online invoice is sent directly to the customer's smartphone using preloaded payment information. By harnessing data coming in from the edge, everyone wins. Customers benefit from faster, more personalized shopping experiences. You benefit from gaining insight into customer choices and shopping practices, more effective inventory management, and even recapturing lost purchases in-store with online ordering options.
That's what it is. You have any type of augmented reality, virtual reality, again, mixed reality, where as I speak now, I can be communicated in Korean languages. Simultaneously, hologram can be created. I can be virtually exist there. I am on my size, and I'll be speaking in Korea, Japan, or in India, or America, wherever, whichever be the platform, whichever be the language I have to communicate, I can be. So we are all omnipresent. What a beauty, what a world we are going to be in. That's important. A financial service, I'll step into straight away because we're one of time. I have got a fantastic line of speakers who are going to be explicitly showcasing their wisdom. Now, when it comes to financial service, we have all sort of transformation. We are witnessing it. I'm not going to dwell on everything. Future-ready banking is changing, and digital innovation through APIs, application programming interface, it's going to be improving the productivity, cost efficiency, operational improvement, and it is one and all. Everyone is going to be useful. Open banking, connect with everyone, connect with any systems, legacy or otherwise. You have transaction-based processing or otherwise. The data can be connected through middleware. Yeah. And again, digitizing through steady state standards, you are going to have value advantage for any systems across the globe, and you are productive and positive. And that's what we want. Open banking is playing a big role. Artificial intelligence, they understand you before you make predictable moves and give the solutions. Financial institutions, you walk into my Doha bank, and we know the customer when he enters, and then we're going to tell him why he's coming, because we have watched him on the internet, what his behavior is all about, and we're going to give him a solution, whether he wants a car loan or a consumer loan or a housing loan, what he wants, or credit card, we know why he's coming, and we personalize it, and we call him with name, and then give him the solutions, what he has to have. So that's empowerment. Digital, everything digital, sustainable, everything is sustainable. So it doesn't mean only mobile. It doesn't mean only internet, any channels, every part of the banking. That's what it is. And
if you are looking for,
yeah, so that is there. Robotics are there to support. Now, we have reasons to believe that we need to substitute. The quality of work with what we do should be much more intellectually stimulating, so that people are akin to their job satisfaction as well. So repetitive work, delegate to the machines. They will do better jobs with less error. And again, you are going to make sure you are going to concentrate on the thinking, and that's your property, isn't it? So that's what exactly we do. Blockchain everywhere, whether it's remittance in a financial institution, as a private banking trust or will, or a trade, it's secure. No more professional intermediaries are required if you have proper blockchain. Bitcoin, I don't believe in it. I should tell you that. This is a speculative tool. You cannot substitute anything as currency. Currency is a barometer. Currency is a barometer. It's based on economic fundamentals. These are speculative tools. These are speculative tools. Today, Ethereum is quoting high. This is Bitcoin is, again, it's a digital tool to within the network. It doesn't mean it's a currency. Please don't make the mistake of getting it. If you want to gamble it and make some money out of it, it's your call. But it's not going to last long. It's going to be within the network. It will be a settlement tool. That's it. The more it comes in, the value will regress. Now, it is not a legal tender money. Then you are destroying the value of underlying economic fundamentals of the economics and the country. So you don't do that. So I'm sure regulators are watching very clearly, and they're going to put a break to it. When it comes to investments, be watchful. This is non-starter. This is a speculative tool. This is meant for. This is going to create more money laundering and and whatnot. So this is not, I would advocate. And the fintech sector is in Qatar is mushrooming so well. Some of my colleagues are here. They're going to enjoy the business opportunities here.
Qatar, with its drive for innovation and knowledge and zeal to change the world for good, is uniquely positioned to lead in the world of fintech. We are launching the Qatar's Fintech Incubator and Accelerator program to be the hub of the best of global fintech and support them with unparalleled access to the local and global market, leading global mentors, financial support, and more. These innovators will address the most pressing global, social, and financial service challenges, while enabling Qatar's vision and national initiatives, such as cashless society, Qatar's smart city, and Qatar National Vision 2030. Are you a fintech on a mission to transform the world? Join us in changing the world of fintech.
It's a beauty. All these collaborations, we are your friend and partners. Come and work with us to make sure that we mean your business and success. And future of healthcare, or future of work, as I already said, Now we are maintaining social distancing. We are splitting the workforce 50-50 is what banks are running, but we don't lose in terms of productivity. And it will be much more meaningful in the coming days. You are no more location centric. I have 20 offices around the world, right, from Sydney to Toronto. I'll be operating wherever they are. We can have interaction, but a culture of getting physical interface and making sure you exchange your love and care for your extended family is what the thing which we are likely to miss if you don't meet. But when it comes to business, it is an opportunity we have to understand. So work environment is changing. And
the development of computers, the World Wide Web, and widespread education ushered us into the knowledge-based economy. As fewer people and fewer hours are needed to do the work of yesterday, people are adapting again. Today, some do work that didn't even exist 5 years ago. So here we are. Is this the end of work's evolution? No. How you live and work will invent the future. You'll work to eat. You'll eat by outsourcing food production to other workers. You'll tap into a deep human drive to work on something and to make a genuine difference doing it. You'll rely on your networks and connections to help you out, and you will help others in turn. You'll specialize in something no one has thought of before, using technology no one's seen before. You'll wonder how to better tip the balance of work and life to the needs of a new world. So keep on working, creating, and inventing the future of work.
That's what it is. We have to adopt ourselves with the changing phase of the work ethics. Security is important. Focus on your security. Ensure that your systems are fully secured. And Qatar has issued privacy law. Qatar is the first country to issue a privacy law. And we have seen instances, whether it's phishing or spoofing or malware, where government is controlling. Government is monitoring. The Ministry of Communication Technology, they are very focused in ensuring every case studies are interpreted and right kind of policy framework central bank is given. And we are going to make sure we are ensuring our customers. So that's the big picture. I am looking forward to listen to my fellow panelists. Let me have the pleasure of first inviting Mr. Hamad Al-Ajri, co-founder and CEO of Sunu, and he's going to talk about next generation e-commerce. Mr. Hamad.
Mr. Hamad.
Hamad is there. So if otherwise, we can go for the next speaker. Hamad is there. Is he joining?
He was with us just a minute.
Yes. We can bring in first Fahad otherwise. And
yeah, Mr. Fahad just informed us that he's not feeling well. Mr. Ryan Smith, e-commerce and partner manager, is representing him.
Sure.
Mr. Ryan.
Excellent. Okay. Yeah, please.
Over to you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's an honor and a privilege to be part of the panelists today. Thank you so much for everybody attending and everybody's time. Truly appreciate it. Thank you, Doctor, for the great introduction and presentation about digital transformation. I would just like to share my screen very quickly. Perfect. I hope it's clear. I hope everybody can see it. Yeah, so our company is actually called EBDA Digital Technology, and my name is Ryan Smythe. I'm the e-commerce and partner manager for our company. Now, EBDA Digital Technology started back in 2013, and we mainly have two applications in Qatar. One called Siana.com, which is a services and maintenance application, and one called Mzat Qatar, which is a classified marketplace. So today I'll be mostly talking about our core application, our main application, which is Mzat Qatar. It's very well known, very famous in Qatar. And for us, we're very excited to announce that we recently launched our e-commerce platform on Mzat Qatar. Now, Mzat Qatar initially was developed and designed as a classified marketplace, which basically connects buyers and sellers free of charge, where you can sell or buy any second-hand item as you like from any category. However, we saw the opportunity and we identified the opportunity when everything was moving slowly but surely to the digital world. We felt that it's a great time and a great space for us to move into the e-commerce space, where we've added a fully fledged complete e-commerce platform on both our applications, Mzat Qatar and Siana.com. And we are proud to say that there's been a few big challenges for us, but we've succeeded, and we've built the system completely from scratch. So we've built the sales workflow and process, the operations workflow and process, the finance workflow and process, the marketing, and we also do all the delivery as well. And we offer multiple different payment methods. Now, very recently, we also added a new business model, which is our bidding, Mzat bidding. And this also allows all our users, which is 1 million active users per month, it allows them to view different business models. We have the classified, we have the e-commerce section, as well as the bidding section, online auction. And for us, it's very important to connect buyers and sellers to one another, to empower individuals to either sell their items on our platform and to get the best possible price, or for companies, for vendors and suppliers, retailers, manufacturers, to partner with them, to give them the opportunity to list their products in all categories on our e-commerce platform, allowing them to grow their business, increase their sales revenue, increase their customer base, and from our side, to help them facilitate the complete process, manage the complete process. And here is some stats and some facts about our application. We have 1.65 million iOS and Android downloads. We have about 1 million active users, and we have about 80 million page views monthly on our application. This is through all the sections that I just mentioned: classified, e-commerce, and bidding. We also offer a in-app chat, 24/7 customer service in-app chat, which is available both in Arabic and in English, where we can facilitate and assist any inquiries or any related questions or requests. Now, for Siana, it launched in approximately 2017. As I mentioned, it's a services and maintenance application, and it has about 150,000 users. And it's the biggest home services application in Qatar, where for any services related to your house, you can order it online on the application. We send you multiple quotations, and you can choose which quotation is either the closest to you, the most affordable to you, the best suited to you, the best rated, the best reviews. You can go through and see which offer is best for you and best fit for you, and you can move forward with that actual offer. So that's just a quick brief of the business model on the services side. For us, as I mentioned, it's very important to empower vendors, to partner with different vendors, and to give vendors the opportunity within Qatar to increase their sales revenue, to advertise and add their products onto our platform. And we manage the complete process. So we do the translation, we do the content copywriting, we do the operations workflow, we do the delivery, we do the updating of the prices, the stock, all of the information related to all the products, the images, the videos. We take care of all of that. For us, it's important because we're offering 24/7 potential income for our vendors. Our app is available on iOS and Android. It supports English and Arabic. We give full access to our dashboard, which allows our vendors to update the stock levels, to view all of their orders. We don't charge any upfront or fixed monthly fees. And for us, we also focus on a marketing strategy through our social media channels as well as Google in order to promote these products and to make customers more aware within Qatar that we have these new categories, these new products on our application. Now, some of our partners which we've recently partnered with and that we have on board, we have approximately about 120 vendors on board until today. And yes, we have some Techno Blue, Manai Trading, Darwash, Al Anis, Al Manon Partners, Al Mufta. So we have some small, medium enterprises as well as large enterprises listed on our application. For us, it's very much key to have the correct payment integration and the correct payment partnership. And we're very grateful and very proud that we managed to use Doha Bank and Payfort, have a strong partnership with them, which allows us, because we only used to have cash on delivery as a payment method. However, now we are flexible and we can offer all types of online payments as well as cash on delivery, which really helps us to reach more customers in Qatar. It makes things much easier. It makes the buying process much more convenient. And it really just helps us to offer more options to our customers in Qatar. Now, many of the categories that we cover and that we have already added products under, these are all the subcategories which you are seeing on the screen. Of course, we have many, these are main categories. We have many subcategories under them. So we cover all of the categories from outside your house to within your house, kids, pets, car care. We try and cover the full spectrum of categories and products that you can get and that is available in the market. Now, just to give you guys like an idea of how our application looks, even though I'm sure many of you maybe have seen the layout, you've seen the design. This is, of course, the dark mode. Now, you have categories and we have groups. And as I mentioned, within each main category, you will see subcategories, built-in appliances, large appliances, small appliances, etc. And we have all the details. We have the title, the vendor name, the price. You can share it. You can directly purchase it. You have all the groups. We have recently added fastest moving items, summer items. So we have fitness groups. So we have groups which we recreate as we move through the season, as we move through discontinued product, new products, etc. For our bidding, on the bidding side, very much the same layout. We support multiple images, we support video, we have exactly the bidding time, we have how many bids and who has bid before, what is the current price. We have all the content, all the information related to exactly what it is about. For us, it's important to not just have a generic product description. For us, it's very important to have a detailed description and detailed specifications in order for the customer to be aware exactly what the product is about, how the product works, what is included in the product, and to make the product look more attractive ultimately. Now, typically a workflow and our process, when you have a shopper searches for a product, he views the product from multiple vendors, he adds a product to cart, then he can select the payment of his choice. Once he makes the payment, our operations team takes over, works closely with the vendor. We pick up the items and we ship it directly to the shopper within 1 to 2 days. So we're very strict on our delivery turnaround time. We like to specialize and keep it at same day or within 1 day. But we are managing 1 to 2 days on average, which we're trying to get as delivered as quick as possible, because it's very important. At the end of the day is the customer. It's all about the customer, looking after the customer and making the customer the key priority. So yes, that is it very quickly from my side. And thank you so much again.
Thank you, Ryan.
Well done. It is quite productive. Now, tell me, how is the customer behavior has changed due to COVID? How do we shape up? How are you shaping up with the change?
Yes, it's actually been remarkable because You know, in the beginning of COVID, we had about 650,000 users, monthly users. And from March until December last year, it increased to approximately 1 million active users. So the response has really been very positive. It's been tremendous in regards to people adapting to purchasing online, understanding the business model, accepting the e-commerce model. Look, it's definitely not where it should be yet. I believe that e-commerce is definitely still growing. It's still developing. It's something that it will take some time for everybody to adapt and to get used to and to trust. It's a very big trust thing, but we've had very good response. Customers also very patient, customers understanding and appreciating our efforts. And at the end of the day, it's all about communication. If you are clear and direct with your customers and with your vendors, and you maintain a very strong relationship between the two, both parties are normally very happy.
Okay, very interesting answer. There's a question which has come from my friend, actually. She is from Lebanon, Kala Najum. Do you think the digital transformation is changing the vision, mission, objective? Ryan?
Yes. I think that digital transformation, as I mentioned, it's something that is in process, it's in progress. So definitely there is changes that's happened. Obviously, people working at home, people getting used to ordering online. At the moment, we are in Ramadan. We have COVID. So definitely the digital transformation has moved a step forward. However, you know, it's still early stages, and there's a lot of opportunity within the digital transformation space. So I believe it's only going to get better.
Wonderful. My friend, Mr. Hamad Al-Ajri has joined now. Welcome. Co-founder and CEO of Snunu, trusted first delivery apps in Qatar. He's going to talk about the next generation e-commerce. Over to you, Mr. Hamad.
Yes. First, sorry I got interrupted. Dr. Sita, I really appreciate all what he done to the technology startups here in Qatar. We're always so happy that we see Doha Bank is next to us to help this country for digital transformation. If I can share my presentation.
Please.
So what is our vision? Speaking about digital transformation, we are not, I wouldn't say we're doing disruptions, but we are helping the business here in Qatar to not be disrupted. As example, people don't know in the retail business that we've been disrupted by Amazon, that they've been disrupted by even companies in Dubai based like Noon.com or Alibaba. They cannot sell in the country, they cannot export out of the country. And this is the vision of Snunu. It's the super delivery app that can bring the online and the e-commerce together. So we start basically at 2016 as technology company. We are a digital transformation, e-commerce and online delivery. We have the early stage platform at 2018, 19 our MVP been released, and 2020 at November, we officially start at October. The vision is to be the first Qatari super app that proposes the region and its community through innovation and technology. So we want to have today we are doing e-commerce plus online delivery, but later we're going to do all in one, similar to WeChat in China. And our mission to radically transform how people live by leveraging technology to connect them with them in the least possibility. Of course, our aims is we are runner for the first unicorn in Qatar. We believe that we can do what Karim done in the past. So what are we offering? So the customer in the past, and here we have four kinds of the technology that we are offering. The digital transformation of customer behavior. Customer before take time to decide what he wants. Today we applied machine learning, a personalized marketing automation can tell him what he should eat, can tell him what product that he mostly will buy. Now we do something called customer assortment technology that he will see the price mostly he will buy. In order fulfillment, which our fulfillment center, the dark store, we are also using our own technology that can do the fulfillment in automation way. And Dr. Sita mentioned about robotics. Of course, in the future, we are looking to make it robotics level. In fleet management services, It's even, we have, basically we are digitalizing supplier. Before, there is a services of the career services. Now they work as subcontractor and us. The whole journey is being transformed and it's been done by artificial intelligence. So the computer decide which car is the faster, which is the fastest route. It's all from the machines. Also the partner or the retail business or the restaurant owner, now we digitalize the whole journey. We increase their sales, but also we became a business analyst for his business. We can tell him how much it takes, what his average delivery time, what his average preparation time, how his staff responding, where is his customer relation, what is customer retention. All this digitalization helping the business to perform better. Of course, we have multiple partners. We are partner with Microsoft as Azure partner. We are opening in 3 countries our innovation hub in Kazakhstan, in Karachi, and also in Moldova to get more talents, as we already take many talents in this country. Already one of our customers that actually used our digital transformation, our last mile, and they were happy. They managed to deliver 4,000 iPhone in 12 hours just because our system is very advanced. We help 112 traditional business. Instead of losing during the corona, we help them to come online and they start making more businesses. We are the winner of 2020 as the Agile. Our business is so agile. This is our partner. And here I want to explain why our business, how we are doing, how we helping the business to not be disrupted. So we are helping, as example, if we take Zara as a business model, they are being disrupted by someone who buying from Shein, as example. Now with our last mile delivery technology, we can connect our solution with their e-commerce website and we can deliver. So the last mile delivery is big things coming. It's making something called Q-commerce, as I said. Also, business who want to reduce their cost and want to be available 24/7, we have storage and fulfillment center. So we are helping them to e-transfer their business by using our fulfillment and robotics in the future. E-commerce platform, we are helping the business to be available online or omni-channel, both actually. So on the left side is omni-channel and the right side e-commerce. Also, we open our grocery and we are actually doing a good business here. In grocery, we are helping the supplier. If you hear about farmer who's losing money or manufacturer are losing, now we are digitalize all the relation to the customer. They don't even need to leave their manufacturer. In the future, and hopefully number one, we are going to approach the Doha Bank soon. We are planning to be the first e-commerce applying micro lending. People can buy iPad for installment 6 months. We are digitalizing the relation between the B2B, as example, a retail or business or restaurant. We're going to digitalize the relation between them and the supplier or manufacturer. We're going to digitalize the whole takeaway journey in this country and outside. Instead of you go and order a coffee or wait for a long time, with few clicks, you're going to get a message and everything will be ready for you. Anytime you can go there and pick up your coffee. So it will reach everyone anywhere, and this is how Sununu will contribute in the digital transformation. Again, Dr. Sita, thank you for your help. You always been there for us with our digital transformation journey. Thank you.
Well done, my friend, Mr. Hamad. You have a brilliant presentation to start with. You know, it is amazing that you are pioneering this concept now. Now, you are going to be the star. We are going to facilitate you in a way we can add value. My retail banking is waiting in the wings to support you. And next generation e-commerce, one question has come for you.
Yes.
What are the business lines which the next generation e-commerce will pursue? What are the business lines in which next generation e-commerce will pursue?
Okay, this is a good question. So number one, it's about a niche market. So e-commerce, as example, if you saw with Frisha, Farfetch as example, they are following this model where it's only about luxury. So people like niche. So this is number one. Number two, I believe innovation in details. The more details you will put, as example, if you apply more machine learning, more artificial intelligence, to help the customer to decide which product he will buy, which one is the trend, which one is which one that he mostly will buy. This is will help. And this is what Netflix is doing. Netflix, we think about it, it's all movies that we know about it. But the machine learning and the artificial intelligence level they are using is very high. It's make people want to sit and want to watch. So what's gonna help them to reorder more and more and more? Number 3 is the mixed e-commerce. So the mixed e-commerce is when you have a services plus e-commerce at once. So there is a theory about fitness application. You will do fitness, will buy diet food, but also you buy your equipments of fitness. So all 3 at once. So this is what I call it next generation e-commerce. I think our friend Fahad already applied on Sienna. So he provides services, and at the same time he's selling mostly like fridge, iron machine, anything related to Sienna. So this is, I think, a good approach that's coming in the future.
Very good. No, we will collaborate. Doha Bank and you, we should collaborate. In fact, we produced a product called Doha Souk in 2000.
Yes, I know.
Doha Souk in 2004. Many merchants came in. We are going to work with partners like you and make Qatar a e-commerce hub, alternative service. Well done once again, Mr. Ahmad.
Thank you.
Back to you. Next, we have a very interesting presenter, Ahmad Issa. He is the co-founder of Dipsy Paywise, Fintech startup. He's going to talk about application programming interface, drives digital innovation, how it is doing, and innovation as well as collaboration in Qatar. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sitaram. Thank you for having me today. My name is Ahmed. I'm the co-founder of Paywise, Dipsy.
Yes.
Just I'm getting it, the presentation ready. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ahmed. I'm the co-founder of Dipsy. I'm here to talk about how APIs is driving digital innovation and collaboration in Qatar. Let me tell you a little bit about Dipsy. Dipsy is a payments company. We help merchants to accept payments from their customers in multiple channels, anywhere from credit card to debit card, and soon also to have bank transfer. We are building the payment infrastructure for the Middle East region. And you can say that we are the Stripe for the Middle East. Our vision is very simple, that our goal and our vision is to build the payment infrastructure in the MENA region and build it in a modern way. And our mission is to reduce the friction between the banks and the business, and including other fintech companies. Our offering in the market is new business model. We have self-onboarding when it comes to KYC. APIs are built for developers, so the integration is seamless. There is no setup fees, there's no hidden fees. Our KYC takes 24 hours from the minute you get onboarded. And our business model in terms of pricing is pay as you go. So when the merchant makes money or the business makes the money, we just take a small fees of transaction out of that. Our product, we have 3 kinds of product in our solution. One is called Dipsy Collect, which it has a subcategory called Pay by Link, which helps the underserved market that doesn't have website, doesn't have a website and can send a payment link to their customer through SMS, through Instagram, through Snapchat, through whatever social media, so they can accept payments from their customer, online payments. Then we have the API plugin for e-commerce, which any merchants or businesses that are using a platform like Shopify or Magento or WooCommerce, they can integrate with us within 10 minutes to integrate the payment, to accept the payments from the customers. And then we have a full-fledged complete API for mid-sized companies to large enterprises, so they can build their own payment experience, both on the mobile and the web app. And then we have a subscription, which is a recurring payment. Instead of having one-time pay, you can have a recurring payment monthly. So instead of the customer coming back every month, they just can pay one time, save their card, which is tokenized, and the customer can automatically get billed every month automatically from their card. Then we have Dipsy Disperse, which is one-to-one. We settle with the merchant directly. So it's basically direct to the merchant. And then there's one-to-many is like marketplaces. For example, companies like Uber, Careem, where they can do a split payment from our platform, where they can pay out their third-party vendor automatically instead of them doing the reconciling manually. And then you have Dipsy Verify, which does customer validation, which confirms the identity of the customer before assigning them an account. And we do have something called screening and monitoring, which is a solution for fraud management and anti-money laundering, which we have machine learning and AI that monitors daily activities of the merchant in real time. Then you have the growth, which we are working on it right now, where fintech's company, not only merchants or businesses can use this, but fintech companies can able to use our API to launch faster in the market. So we have Dipsy Collect APIs, Disperse and Verified APIs, where fintech, instead of them taking 6 to 7, 8 months to launch their product, they can actually work on launching their product within like 15 to 20 days. This is our screenshot of our product. As you can see, we have company details where you can fill your KYC and upload your CR and your, the shareholder documents or whatever documents we need to fill to compliant within the Qatar law. Then you have the complete dashboard where the businesses can see their dashboard from the payments to the insights to the balance, and plus the developer documentation where their vendors or their developers can build APIs where the documentation is in one place and they can track their insights. So I want to thank Doha Bank for believing in our mission and vision. And I'm really very proud to say that they're our partner, not in terms of the brand reputation or working with all that. It's just understanding that Doha Bank and us care about the merchant, and we wanted to solve their problem and ease their solution in the market. Thank you very much, and I'm open up for discussion of Q&A questions.
Yeah, thank you, Ahmed. It was a very succinct presentation, and there are 2 questions that have come to you. One is major challenges you foresee in the API model. The first question is API model or offerings. What are the major challenges you foresee?
Also, what we see is that our market is not a developer community market. It's more of a vendor community. So the vendors are building for businesses these APIs. So what we did is what we focused on, how we can take the infrastructure that our partners like Doha Bank have and create a friendly developed API for developers. So the vendors have their own developers so they can integrate it faster. Instead of taking them 3 months, they can do it within 2-3 days.
Yeah.
And I see that moving forward, and hopefully we can see our market have more of a developer community in the near future.
And the second question is again relevant from the same person. What impact has the API offering on your customer base? What impact?
Oh, the impact is speed and what do you call customer user experience. So the speed is most important with the API. So a lot of the customers want to integrate faster and wants to go and launch new products line in the market. And we are the main infrastructure because we are the ones who are accepting payments. So I think it's the speed first, and then also the user experience when it comes to taking those APIs and them building their own front end and just using our back end to run around.
Good. Let me move on to the last speaker. We have Mr. Ali Nasser, co-founder at FOO, B2B fintech provider. Mr. Nasser, you're there?
Yeah, hi,
welcome.
I'm here.
Please.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity. So I'm the co-founder of the company FOO. FOO is a 12-year-old company that has done lots of digital transformation projects. We're a B2B. We became specialized in fintech back in 2015. and we're only focused B2B. We don't launch B2C applications or solutions. So I'll tell you a bit an overview of our company, and then I'll talk more about the digital transformation in the region. I've prepared a few slides for that. And in terms of fintech, because currently FU operates in 14 countries, we operate over 3 continents. We're busy in the GCC, Levant region. We're busy in North Africa and then Africa, and currently we have expanded to Europe as well. I'm currently the co-founder. I'm the managing partner of the office in Dubai. The company has moved to Dubai lately, and we're expanding regionally different local offices. FU has worked on empowering different banks, financial institutions, acquirers, issuers, schemes, and central banks with a FU framework platform. And out of the FU framework platform, we were capable of exporting different use cases that are in line with the regulation of the central bank or the country itself, and that are answering the needs of each market. We had the pleasure to work with Doha Bank on Easy Pay, and we look forward on deploying more innovations there. But let me give you an overview. I'll share my screen on the current innovations that we are seeing in the market. So I'll focus on digital transformation in relation to COVID. As you all know, 2020 has changed the payments industry forever. Cash is no longer king, which is something that we always claimed. And COVID-19 has accelerated the change that wasn't accepted before, and that took years to perform. So as the pandemic continues, so will the adoption of digital and contactless payments. With consumers now becoming more comfortable with these payment trends, we can expect to see continued innovation and acceleration in the payments industry throughout 2021. And currently, we're seeing a load of digital transformation from the clients in digitizing the whole user journey end to end. So basically, what we're seeing in terms of main pillars in terms of digital transformation during 2021 is first, contactless is going mainstream. Contactless was of interest before by leading banks in each country, and Visa and MasterCard were prioritizing the rollout of contactless technology in different countries. But now it became mainstream, and everyone is moving in that space. Payments, cashless societies are being promoted more and more in order to reduce the physical exchange of banknotes and to reduce the contact with the POS machine. So technologies that we're seeing in the market that are of high need is everything related to tap and pay, host card emulation technology, everything to provisioning with Apple Pay, Samsung Pay, everything related to phone payments when you deliver to the home and the delivery person has his mobile phone, you tap your mobile phone to his, and then you have an NFC payment that is being executed. We're seeing lots of demands to wallets, peer-to-peer transfers that are being done, QR code scanning, push-pull payments, and stuff like that. So, and then as contactless is going more mainstream, we're seeing lots of demand in the market to niche wallet releases, stuff related to B2B payments, B2B to C enablement, salary disbursement to blue-collar employees, digital onboarding, complete ID verification, and integration with the country verification APIs, onboarding with digital KYC end-to-end. We're seeing lots of demand for closed loop, stored value accounts, stored value facility wallets. We're seeing demands for local tokenization. For example, in the government of Bahrain, we rolled out the token vault to digitize and tokenize actually local debit cards. We're seeing lots of demand to digital banking, micro lending automation end to end. And we're seeing lots of wallet, nationwide wallet operability. For example, like in UAE, the rollout of Clip and the operability with other wallets in the country itself. And InsurTech is one of the main pillars currently, where different insurance companies are looking to digitize their processes end to end. So contactless is going mainstream. The second important topic that we're seeing in the market is issuers are innovating more and more. We're talking about frictionless payment experiences end to end, seamless checkouts, like currently Dipsy mentioned. How do you check out seamlessly with a card on file experience, storing cards, a few clicks to check out, bank-to-bank payments, how is the transfer automatically done through connection to the SWIFT platform, fraudless transaction, fraud detection, and AML and CFT is becoming of high priority in those regions, and specific to everything related to onboarding, KYC, and checking the clients at the beginning of the onboarding process. Biometric authentication is becoming of high need. Everything related to face checkout, fingerprint checkout, and stuff like that. We're currently highly engaged with one of the big retailers in the region on deploying a POC around face checkout. So the future of contactless payment is becoming more checking out using your face, and that's something that we will see in the market in the next 5 years at least. What is important is definitely the rollout of omni-channel experiences. So when you serve clients financial payments, they look not only for the mobile-first experience, but rather also to consolidate across different channels like Apple Watch or other online channels as well. So issuers are innovating more and they're launching more seamless experiences. When it comes to driving digital currencies, decentralized finance, this is something that we're heavily involved with and we're seeing in the market. Currently, CBDC, which is the central bank digital currency, is in high demand in the region and it's being discussed by most of the central banks. Many private entities are discussing launching stable coins that are collateralized or a link to stable collateral like either a digital gold or a crypto gold coin or a link to, for example, a fiat currency. We're looking at different crypto exchanges that are opening in the region in Bahrain and UAE, and we're looking at new regulations being launched in the region related to crypto. So decentralized finance is becoming of high importance. It will see light very soon in the region. Doctor, I'm also not a fan of Bitcoin, and I don't see Bitcoin being a currency. It's volatile in nature, and it's very skeptical. But definitely, the future will be there in terms of digitizing currencies and providing them on permission-based blockchain platforms and in launching stable coins that are the digitization of the national currencies of the governments. So those are the innovations that we are currently working on and we're seeing in the market as well. We're highly engaged with central banks in the region. We're highly engaged with private companies that are looking into the crypto world. So I'll brief it in one slide, and I'll talk about the future of payments in a simplified way. We see that payments will only be mobile first driven, and that's something very important. Mobile first will also include wearables as well. So when you tap your phone or you tap your Apple Watch or you tap your wearable, this is where your payment experience starts. Definitely, it will be an omni-channel experience, but it starts with a mobile first. We're looking at, currently, we're exploring a platform together with one of the leading schemes in the region to launch a digital first offering for virtual card issuance. And definitely mobile comes as the first offering channel. Payments and loyalty will emerge. This is something we're seeing with big retailers in the region. With payments and with a rollout of different wallets, loyalty comes in hand in order to incentivize users and to make them stick more to the wallet and to transact more. Loyalty is being offered as a transactional gamification. And loyalty is becoming of more importance to build a relationship with the end client. Mobile self-checkouts and cashless society is becoming of importance. You will see lots of retailers that are moving in the future to self-checkouts. We're seeing that in the UAE with Carrefour, for example, and we will see that more and more in the coming future. Decentralized finance, as I've said, blockchain, permissioned, public, private blockchains is what will drive payments in the near future in this region as well. It is in the world, but it will come to this region in the coming 2-3 years. Bank accounts will become a commodity. It's the underlying ledger that everyone will use, but definitely you will also be using a blockchain based ledger, and you will be using other technologies for to enable yourself with financial services. Currencies will go crypto, definitely. And when I say crypto, we're not talking about volatility of Bitcoin. They will be regulated. They'll be collateralized, and there'll be stable coins more than the real crypto you see in the market. We're currently being involved on different stability mechanisms that are available on how to stabilize the currency and its volatility when it's being pegged to a local currency. So in brief, the future is definitely digital. And the way we see it, this year is going to be a very interesting year for us in terms of demands for a contactless payment.
The future is digital. You summed it up very well, Ali. You mentioned about the cryptocurrency. See,
yeah,
the crypto settlement tool will exist. Digital settlement, it cannot substitute a legal tender. This is what I'm saying. Working with central bank, so every central bank in the world, including Qatar Central Bank, should work on digitizing their legal tender. I mean legal tender. When you use the word one country, there will be only one currency. You'll have multiple network which can be a settlement tool in the form of any crypto. But legal tender will be one. That's the medium of exchange when it comes to international trade, investments, banking. Money supply is determined based on those parameters. You understand what I'm trying to say? It has to be substituted with monetizing this is not they can print anything they want. No, it has to have a set of principles based on which the currency has to be. It's a barometer of an economy. If for today, Qatari Riyal is a dignified currency. There is a structured way in which money supply is done, and what conditions they have, what discipline in terms of macroeconomic fundamentals they need to observe, then the issue. So you can have any number of crypto settlement tools, but they cannot be currency. Currency will come only from the regulators. This is my point. Otherwise, what will happen is the valuation, you will be speculating. Today, we have seen a reflection in the during the blockade time. Onshore, offshore, people speculated. Qatar Riyal was put to check offshore, and it was not exchanged outside the country. There were areas where it was not exchanged. Now, that's prohibited. Now, the issue remains, you will have net settlement tools will come from various network. You can have such tools, but they cannot a barometer of a country. And that's my point. Anyway, you will get it evolved. Work with central bank, and that's my suggestion to the central bank as well. I mean, I given in writing that it has to happen. Otherwise, how do you differentiate between legal and illegal settlement? So the country has to protect the integrity of the security. Integrity of the nation is contingent on one single legal tender. Whether it's America or Australia or Qatar, we have to have one barometer. And that's what exactly we mean it. But it's a very enlightened presentation you gave. I appreciate. Now I'll request my colleague, Sharif Baba, to conclude and give a vote of thanks as well. We well on time. I mean, all of you were spot on. And it went up well. And a lot of questions have come. There is one more question to you there, but for one of time, I'll hold it. Now, Sharif.
Thank you all. This has been really interesting. Thanks again to Mr. Hamad Al-Hajiri, Mr. Fahad, represented by Mr. Ryan, Mr. Ahmed Isa, and Mr. Eli Nasrin, and of course, our own CEO, Dr. Sita. Thanks again, and thanks for all who joined us, and looking forward to hosting new webinars soon. Have a good day.
Thank you all.
Thank you very much.
Thank you all. Thank you for your participation. I appreciate it. We'll continue to update our relationship. Financial literacy is the best thing we can do, and digital literacy will create the time to come as well. Please, thank you very much for your participation.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Mr. Ahmad. I am not seeing you here. And thank you, Fahad. Thank you, Ahmad, and his Ryan is represented.
Thank you so much.
Eli. Thank you all.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.